we roll high, big whips, big joints, big blunts, it's the Buckeye way. We rollin' nothing but that loud, Buckeye loud pack. Let's roll up Ohio. Heavy bass hits, horns rise, mastermind cannabis, Ohio Cannabis live. We here to unite. Let's light it up, Ohio where we roll high, big whips, big vibes, big joints, big blunts, Buckeye loud for life, from 216 to 614, we keep it lit, 330 and 740, we the ultimate. Nothing but that loud pack, the pride of the state. Roll it up, light it up, let's elevate. From Akron to Canton, Columbus to Dayton, Buckeye buzz so strong, there's no debating. You can see the smoke rise, we shining bright. Ohio loud, got us glowing in the satellite light. Ohio Cannabis live, yeah we here to stay. Uniting 88 counties in a major way. Let's roll up Ohio, let's toke and chill. Big blunts, big joints, yeah you know the deal. Buckeye loud pack, we blazing the game. Ohio forever, remember the name. Let's roll up Ohio, we rollin' proud. You can see the smoke from space, it's that loud. From the fields to the streets, we feel the thrill. Ohio's the anthem, let's roll and chill. We on a whole new level, Ohio's the vibe. Big clouds in the sky, Buckeyes ride or die. From 419 to 513, we keep it tight. 937 and 440, we ignite. Big joints in Columbus, big blunts in the south. From Toledo to Cleveland, we lighten the loud. Ohio's united, this our time to shine. 88 counties reppin', all on the grind. Put it in a joint, light it and smoke it, Buckeye pride strong. Ohio's the focus, from I-70 to 71 we ride. Ohio Cannabis live, keeping us unified. Let's roll up Ohio, let's toke and chill. Big blunts, big joints, yeah you know the deal. Buckeye loud pack, we blazing the game. Ohio forever, remember the name. Let's roll up Ohio, we rollin' proud. You can see the smoke from space, it's that loud. From the fields to the streets, we feel the thrill. Ohio's the anthem, let's roll and chill. Ohio, Ohio, let's rise together. Buckeye pride, yeah it's now or never. Big clouds, big vibes, we set the tone. Ohio's
Haha. All right. What's up, everyone? I finally got this thing working. I don't know what the problem was, but welcome back to another stream that started out way messed up. And so I apologize about that. But as you know, I was in the hospital yesterday, and I've been in the hospital all week, and that's why I was running behind. But I'm here now, and I thank all of you for being here. Sorry about the delay. But we've got a lot to cover today, and I'm gonna try to get through all of it. So please bear with me. Please hit the like, subscribe button, and send the message that the audio was fixed. So all those people that clicked off here because I wasn't talking, tell them to come back on here right now, immediately, so they could catch up on the news today. Um, so like I said, I've been in the hospital for 4 days. I got out yesterday. Uh, was just experiencing a significant amount of pain related to my pancreatitis condition. So that required me to be admitted to the hospital for pain management, and my blood pressure and everything is really high. So I could just tell you that having pancreatitis is really a pain in the ass, and I'll say that in that way because that's really what it is. So it does take a lot out of you. Um, it does take a lot of your time. 3 and 4 days in the hospital, can't get anything done, but I'm here now though. Yes, and what are y'all medicating on? What's y'all's weather like right now? Where I'm at, it's kind of partly cloudy. Looks like it's supposed to rain. I see we got some rain while I was in the hospital. Actually, got to see that out my window and got to see a little bit of the rain. Um, Today, I want to talk about these First Amendment auditors that are showing up at our dispensaries in Ohio. I've been watching these videos um, for some time now, and just wondering, you know, what is the end game about this? Is there something bigger getting ready to happen? Obviously, I support the First Amendment, but I'm still a little confused as to what going to our dispensaries and making that a big deal for. But if you haven't seen this yet, I'm going to show you this. I'm not trying to help advertise this individual's channel any more than it already is. However, here's some of the videos that are at our dispensaries, and they are, you know, filming people coming in and out of dispensaries and trying to test the system to see if they can get something started. I mean, that's really what it boils down to me is them trying to test the First Amendment, which I support 100%. I don't support pestering people at the dispensary, people that are trying to get their meds or their cannabis and move on their merry way. I don't think that this is the place for this type of activity to be happening. I'm not condoning it in any way, shape, or form. And again, but I want to be clear. I definitely 100% support the First Amendment, and I get why they're doing it, and I understand that they're trying to make a point there that you can film wherever you want. And then under Ohio law, it's a one consent state. That means that only one party has to consent to the recording. That could be the person that is doing said recording. So in our law, we have these rules where people can kind of get away with things, do whatever they want. And this is an example of one of those things where, people are trying to film all the time. And you should have a right to say, I don't want to be in your video, just in case it does go viral. Maybe these people don't want their employers to know that they're buying weed at the dispensary. I don't think these First Amendment dudes care about that. They just care about getting views. I don't even know if they really care about the First Amendment because every video I watched, first of all, the title says Karen. I didn't see any Karens in these videos. I just seen men. And I seen people getting upset. I seen people saying they don't feel comfortable with this guy's filming their stuff. So I want to know what you think about this in the comments and how you feel about using the First Amendment to get permission to film, not even get permission, but just to film at the dispensary. Keeping in mind that I've been filming at dispensaries the entire time, inside and out. But I was never there to be an auditor. I was there to give you information about what's going on in the dispensary, at the dispensary, around the dispensary, and what's near it, what's around it, what is the history about it, which I think is way more valuable than just going out there and standing out there seeing if you can get some kind of response for standing out there filming people and basically just being in their business. I mean, again, if you go to the liquor store and you go get alcohol, but you don't want your family to know you going to the liquor store to get alcohol. How would you feel there was some First Amendment guy sitting out there with a camera like, we're testing the First Amendment. We don't want to bother you. We just want to film you buying alcohol so we can put it on our channel and get 1 million views. When I film at the dispensaries, if you've ever seen me do it, I definitely make a concerted effort to make sure that you are not in my video unless you want to be in my video. And at the very beginning, I even had people tell me, hey, you filmed that video and my car was in there. Could you edit that out? And I don't want my license plate in there. And I said, certainly, no problem, because I respect you. I respect you. I respect your privacy. I respect your right to buy weed and not know have anybody in your business. And so my concern about these type of videos, this type of content, is that it could be potentially exposing people where they could end up somehow losing their job because maybe their employer doesn't know that they're shopping at the dispensary. Maybe their family members don't know. So again, I want to know how y'all feel about these First Amendment auditors that are now in our state and they're doing these videos. And if you've encountered one of these First Amendment auditors, I would love to know what happened. The videos I've watched, the very first one I saw took place at the Botanist here in Columbus. This is a different guy than the one I've seen in these recent videos, but the same idea. Filming people coming out of the dispensaries. And the part that really gets me a little bit upset is when the people ask the person to stop filming them, and he says, no, I'm going to keep doing it anyway because I can. To me, you are asking for a conflict. You are asking for something to go wrong so you can get content from it. And in that Botanist video, an individual got so upset about this whole situation, they began to really be violent, upset, maybe even try to like run somebody over. So it can be a dangerous thing to go out there and film people who don't want to be filmed. Even though it's legal, it can be dangerous. Now, me being a public figure, I am certainly used to people taking my picture, clipping my content, resharing it, people in my face, doing media interviews. I'm used to it now. I was afraid too. Hey, don't take my picture. Before all this, there's not even, I can show you my house. There ain't even a picture of me on the wall here. Somebody painted one. Somebody painted a picture of me and my doggies. Well, other than that, I was looking to see where Miracle was. She's right here. There is no pictures of me on the wall here. And this is my house. Because before, I did not take pictures. I did not do videos. I did not show my face like this. So when people say they are afraid, I get it. And if you do me a favor, by the way, support Mastermind. Support Mastermind, man. It's hard out here doing these videos, trying to make a difference. Now, tomorrow is the town hall from 3:30 to 5:30 at the main Columbus Metropolitan Library. This is downtown Columbus. You can RSVP on my website at ohiocampuslive.com/events. We have some guest speakers that will be there on our panel, and we look forward to giving people some information and continuing the discussion about upcoming legislation that could have a significant impact on the cannabis laws in Ohio. I'm not going to just forget about this data breach with Ohio marijuana card. It's not over. We must figure out a way to hold them accountable for not protecting our information. We got to. Don't forget to please like, share, subscribe to this video, and click the notification bell for updates because this will help the algorithm know that this is a real channel. This will put us on what they call the For You page. So when you go to your YouTube, you'll see me smiling there, just like this. So tap that like button right now. Hit the subscribe button. Now I'll take a look at some of the comments here. What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Robert? What's up, Little Mac? What's up, Captain Green Toker? They don't help me keep doing what I'm doing. I don't need no, let me be clear. I don't need no First Amendment auditors to help me do nothing. Okay? Nothing. I don't condone somebody going there and getting people upset at the dispensary. I'm never going to condone that. So I certainly don't need no First Amendment auditors to help me. I know what my rights are. And it's not hard to just contact the dispensary and ask, hey, I'm trying to do a video about XYZ. I'd like to use y'all in my video. Is that okay? It's an ask away, it's a phone call away. But to show up and film people who don't want to be filmed after they ask not to be filmed, well, I'm against that. I just am. And it does make me mad. Now, you go back and watch the videos and maybe you find it entertaining, maybe you don't. But to me, it's clickbait. And again, it's just making people not want to go to dispensaries because they don't want to be filmed and put in somebody's video. So yeah, we have to be realistic with ourselves. Yes, there is First Amendment rights, 100%. Second Amendment too. I support that. As you have heard recently, a case in Florida, medical cannabis card holders can still have their guns apparently in Florida. In Florida, this is Ohio. We slow. We behind on all this stuff. I don't need auditors though. I don't need auditors. We don't need any auditors here. I did that already. How about that? When I spent all that money and time going to all them other dispensaries when they opened to show you where they were, how they existed, went inside all the facilities, took people inside the facilities. I did the audit 3 years ago. And at the time that I was doing that, all I thought about was people have a right to know what's going on with these companies, how this stuff is being produced, how this stuff is being grown, what kind of pesticides, what kind of chemicals, what kind of water. What's the inside of these places look like? Is it safe and clean? So there's auditing. I've been auditing this the whole time. If you look at it that way, how many? I mean, he's even at the same dispensaries that I was at doing the video. The same ones. So that's why I thought, man, this is something, man. These folks are something else, man. So it's like when I was auditing them and trying to find out everything, 20 views, 30 views, 100 views. He puts the word Karen in there and it explodes. So I dropped the ball, y'all. I should just put the word Karen in front of all my videos. Since people we're still petty like that. We're still worried about Karens. Petty shit. That's what it is. Karens. But look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. So again, I'm here to give us information about cannabis. And make no mistake, companies doing things that ain't right. Don't be think that I won't mention it. I'm still looking to this situation we got with some companies where they're basically burning each other. And until I have all the facts, I'm not going to just get on here and blabber about it. That's not journalism. That's not even content. That's just trying to get views. So the idea here is to give people the correct information and to let them know that, you know, dispensaries are safe. There's security there, as you saw, as you know, for the most part. This stuff's being tested. If you still want to get stuff from your peoples, no one's stopping you. If you still want to get it from Michigan, who's stopping you? Nobody. So you can do what you want right now in Ohio for the most part. But I do know rules are coming and things are going to change. And people are going to be upset. So why get everybody all worked up ahead of time? By the way, there is a product alert in relation to some dialed in blood orange gummies. Focus 111 THCV. Um, so these gummies are recall. Make sure that you sign up for alerts. The way I get these alerts is by signing up for alerts, the Division of Cannabis Control website. But if you sign up for alerts through me, you'll still hear about it because I'm still posting anytime there's a recall. So, make sure that you check packaging. It's basically about the packaging being mislabeled, and it's telling you right here with incorrect cannabinoids. So maybe you got some extra cannabinoids, some extra terps in your gummies. But yeah, I did post the full recall information on my Facebook page. So if you want to go read every product and the big long scroll of stuff they put in there, feel free to. Maybe you may know that here's the thing about that, little Matt. You may have never seen a security guard. That this doesn't mean they're there. Some of them do blend in. I have seen that, and I can just tell you every dispensary has a security system, security protocols, security cameras, security detail. You may not see it, but it's there. It's required. It's part of their planning to be open. So yes, you may never see them. They may never be walking around with badges or sticks or whatever. But don't think they're not there. They're there because you got to protect the weed. But in Michigan, there's no joke. They got AR. They got guards at AR-15s, full tactical gear, big iron metal fence around the place. We gonna have to learn in Ohio. We got to step it up. But for the most part, security, they trying to just make you feel secure. And sometimes maybe they feel like the best way to do that is to keep them blending in with the rest of the environment, so you're not feeling like some big cops watching over you. You know. But or maybe they ain't got the money to pay the security guard for that day that you went. I don't know. I don't know. I just know they're required to have security. It's in their instructions, okay? So I don't know how they do that. You want to call them out, little Matt? What dispensary is it? There is no sidewalk, but was in the road, which counts still. Good thing to agree to disagree. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, delivery. Yeah, we definitely need delivery. Okay, so when we're talking about recording in dispensaries, things like that, I don't know if you guys pay attention to this or not, but most dispensaries have a sign when you go in a dispensary that says you cannot record on the sales floor or anywhere in the dispensary. For the most part, I have seen this signage, um, and there are certain opportunities for media to be able to film, particularly when no one is in a dispensary, it's not open yet. There have been other opportunities where it's been filmed inside and it was open. Don't ask how that was achieved because I'm not going to tell you. But generally, they don't want people filming on the sales floor. And generally, from my experience, there is signage that says no recording. They usually say things now like make sure you wrap up your phone calls before you go into the sales area, something to that effect. So I do see that. Okay, yeah, you better check in on them THC gummies. They probably not the ones that are recalled are probably pulled. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see, I'm just looking at y'all's comments now. I've got a screen above me that shows me what y'all saying. You don't see. Oh, why you got to bring up the car accident, man? But at the end of the day, man, I'm not. Out the point of me saying what I'm saying to you, Category Toker specifically, is that I do what I got to do for the people. I'm gonna do what I got to do. When I had that car accident and I got hit and I wasn't even moving, and this lady intentionally ran a red light on purpose, almost killed us. Whatever you saw in that stream, that wasn't even the ice tip of the iceberg of my reactions when he was off camera, buddy. For real, that was a tough time for me. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not defending no auditors. I'm just not. Now you'll never see me going to say, "Oh, they're good. What they're doing to people is good," for this particular reason. Now, whatever they're doing besides that, hey, I've watched these videos before, but trying to create something that can cause a problem at our dispensaries for what gain? For what benefit? I don't see it. You keep it real. Yeah. Remember back in the day when somebody had a camera, you jump in front of it and say, hell yeah. And now people lose their minds. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. I mean, I'm telling you, Captain Green Toker, I was the most shyest person on camera ever until all this happened. Even now, even every Friday, you would not believe the amount of trouble and time, energy it takes for me to muster up to get up here and get in this chair and do this video, to do this stream. It is painful, stressful, scary, worrisome. Um, and so at the end of the day, what I could do is just tell what's going on, let people react to it any way they can, let people have a conversation, which I could see in the comments here. This definitely got a lot of people talking. And, you know, I'm sure that everybody has a different feeling about what happened. For me, I just don't agree with what was done. You know, like I said again, I get the whole First Amendment thing. I understand how important that is to us, and it is something that is our right, along with the Second Amendment, right? So, and those ain't it's not even we got other rights besides these. Just the ones everybody fixates on all the time. But there's a whole long list of more rights we got that are related to cannabis. And one of the things I'm doing on my alert bar down there, and it should come up in here at some point, is all the methods of cannabis consumption. Because just recently, an article was published that says that the Division of Cannabis Control says that we cannot sell seeds and clones at these markets, and seeds and clones can only be sold at licensed dispensaries. And of course, no one is selling seeds and clones at licensed dispensaries. I'm unaware of any plan from any existing license holder to be selling seeds and clones. I have not heard this. Now, if you have heard this, well, let's hear it in the comments what you heard, because I have not heard this. All I'm hearing is that a message was being sent through another publication that said that we can only give away clones and seeds, but we can't sell them. We can't do donations either. That was mentioned as well, because I know that's another lingo we always hear. Just did a donation. So they're saying we can't do that, and that's illegal. This is the spokesperson for the Division of Cannabis Control who said this to another media outlet. So I think that again, when I asked the Division of Cannabis Control 2 years ago to create some type of brochure that basically explained all the laws, especially in regards to hosting events, festivals, and expos and all that whatnot, what could and could not be done. At first, they were going to do it, and later on, they backed off and said they weren't going to do it. So again, I'm going to challenge them again. Put this stuff in writing, man. Give me a brochure or something, man, that has all this stuff y'all keep saying. Don't just send a memo to a few people. Send a memo to everybody. They need to be emailing me at info@ohioCannabisLive.com. The email's right there. Send us some detailed information about some of these things you're saying. Because no one has time to read the 9,000 page issue two. How many of you read issue two all the way through? Word for word. Let me see. How many of y'all read issue two all the way through? Let me see in the comments. Yes, sir, I read it, or no, I haven't read all of it. I want to know. How many of you read Senate Bill 56? It's a bunch of paper bull crap. Right. No, I'm just saying. I'm just reading through y'all's comments and processing right now. That's why I ain't saying nothing. I'm just reading y'all's comments. All right. Thank you, Ivana. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. We got to fight for a right to party. You're absolutely right. Yeah, dispensaries do have cameras that record everything going on the sidewalk 100%. Hi, Tazarillo. Welcome to the stream. Mama Mastermind just dropped $10 in the super chat. What's up, Mama Mastermind? I see you. I see you. You said it depends on why you're recording, huh? I read two, haven't read 56. All right, all right. You read it before you voted? Okay, cool, Cap. Cool. They do still sell seeds, though. I read the bill we passed. Okay, cool. I would, if you respect privacy in public, it's up to you to create it yourself. So should we come in there wearing masks when we go to the dispensary so we can cover up our face? I'm here to pick up that Larry OG, man. Or should we go in there like this? I'm here to pick up my Larry OG, man. I don't want nobody to see me. But seriously though, some people don't want to be filmed. All jokes aside. And do you think the law should be changed? Should people have to really disclose that they're recording them, and should people have to sign off on it? Because there's people who love to be on camera. Hey, come film me. I want to be on camera. What's that for? Is that live? Is it gonna be on YouTube? Hey, hey. You know how it be at the party. Hey, I'm in here. Yeah. Then there's other people who like this. What's up, man? Yep, yep. All right, I gotta go. So we got people like that. So we go to these events and they're selling stuff there. Hey, what's up, Lil Mac? I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Ha, I love it. I love that. Thank you, Lil Mac 86 for the super chat sticker. Appreciate that, my brother. Well, I don't think anybody should be touching anybody, so I definitely agree with you on that. Like I said, I don't have an issue with them trying to test the First Amendment. I don't. That's not my issue. My issue just comes to when people don't want to be on camera and it makes them feel uncomfortable, or they don't want their identities unmasked on the internet. Unfortunately, the way the world is, the way the laws are, when you walk outside of a private business and you're on the sidewalk and that's public property or that's open public property, I mean, cameras can fly over, cameras can roll up. I mean, it's easy to get caught up in somebody's footage just by walking by. But we do know that a lot of times, certain people that do recordings like that, they will blur out the people's faces. I have seen that done too. It is very hard work to do that, but I've seen that done. And that to me is a solution. Like in something like that, if you blur out people's faces, that's a lot bit different. That at least you let them know, hey, your face won't be on this video. We blurred it. I mean, give people some choice of options. Give some people some privacy respects. Even if it is the law, you can do whatever you want to do. It's still important to try to let people have some privacy. Yeah, and see, and that's another thing because that's a great point to bring up, Billy. It's just like he was saying when he was out doing signature collections, he asked the media not to show his face. And there's some people in this industry just they're in it, they love this, they support this, but they do not want their face plastered all over the internet. There's a lot of big company owners, CEOs. You'll never see them at the event because they don't want you to take their picture. But then there's other ones who love to take a picture, and they're happy to take a picture with you. It just depends on which license holder it is. By the way, did y'all see that recall in Michigan? They recall a lot of stuff, man. So y'all watch out them check them vapes out, man. And here's an update on the moratoriums. 145 Ohio cities, townships now have some sort of ban on adult cannabis. Isn't that terrible? 145 places now have stuff banned. And this is as of September the 4th. So, small share of those municipalities are misinformed. They don't know what they're missing. Other ones they do, but just think, if we don't have the people get the information, they're not going to know what decisions to make. DCC puts out information about single serving units, aka pre rolls, and the guidance is that medical patients cannot buy infused pre rolls. I want to know what you think about that in the comments. I think that's ridiculous. We can buy concentrates, we can buy keef that's infused, we can buy 2.8 that's infused, but we can't buy a joint that's infused. Come on, DCC, make that make sense. It don't make no sense. Sounds crazy. What's up, Ohio Cannabis Report? New Philly has a dispensary. Okay. I tried to Cheech and Chong infused pre rolls from Mr. Not Bad at it Botanical Terps. So what happened? And what happened after that? I think that's bonkers. Recently bought flour that was infused. The only difference is it wasn't rolled in a piece of paper. Right? Exactly. Exactly. It's crazy, man. Ha, use pre roll. No, infused. It was lit. I need to see some pictures. Did you take any pictures? Yeah, Ohio Can Report says you leveled up on the comments there. Yeah, private property is different. The recall is on some Dowden blood orange gummies. It'll come across the ticker again. Let me know what you think about my new news ticker down here at the bottom. Just trying to drop continuous information. As you see right now, what's coming across here, this is all the different legal methods of consumption in Ohio or legal products. And we're going capsules, suppositories, oral pouches, oral strips, oral topical spray, salve, lotions, or similar, cosmetics, and inhalers. So you can actually have some pretty interesting products in our market. I have yet to see this. And yes, we have crossed over 1 million views on Ohio Cannabis Live. And the 1 million view celebration party has been unlocked. And we are looking for a location. And I might have found it. I might have found it already. So, in order for us to do the celebration, we have to continue to break records on the views and numbers. And also need to make sure that we are remaining unified in the best way we can. And that is why we're having these town halls. Try to get everybody on the same page and try to spread the word about legal cannabis in Ohio and beyond. Appreciate you, Ohio Cannabis Report, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm still reviewing some of your comments here. Yep. So just to recap, so we have had First Amendment auditors come to various dispensaries. Hey, Craig, thanks for the super chat there. And by the way, uh, is there's two Craig Thomases I'm finding out because there's one Craig Thomas that bought a hat. I'm pretty sure I sold the hat to Craig Thomas, and then there's another Craig Thomas. So I'm super confused right now on the Craig Thomas. But thanks for the super chat, Craig. I didn't realize there was two Craig Thomases on here though. We got two Jimmys, we got two James. There's two or three Roberts. Bet y'all know that either. There's only one Captain Green Token. Oh, you got the hat? That's what's up, man. That's what I was wanting to hear. Appreciate you, man. I want to make sure you got your hat. So yeah, like I was saying about the First Amendment auditors, again, I just worry what impact it will have on people's comfort level going to dispensaries and concern for people being filmed that don't want to be filmed. So again, I said I appreciate what they're trying to do, especially when they're taking cops to task. I love watching those videos where they're just making the cops want to get back in his car and go back home. I love watching those videos, but I just get a little worried when I see people, our people here in our state who just mind their own business being recorded and It's only for likes and views. It's not for any real educational purposes whatsoever. It's really just for content and making money. That's my problem. So the other thing, as I mentioned, there was a recall on Dowden gummies, and we're having our town hall tomorrow. And yes, I know there's a Buckeye game tomorrow too. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. We're still having the town hall, so you gonna have to choose between the Bucks and us. Go Bucks. So the town hall starts at 3:30. Kickoff starts at 3:30. Shout out to my good friend Simon from Ohio Normal. Helped us get this town hall started. Shout out to Gerald Moore. Shout out to all the people who are going to be on the panel tomorrow. And so we're going to have a really good town hall. And we are definitely going to help educate and inform those and also have a conversation. I am going to try my best to live stream this for those who can't travel, who can't make it. But I'm not going to promise it in the sense that I just may not be up to it. I'm using all I got right now to do these streams and make sure that I get y'all's weekly word. And I did mean that we were going to be starting to upscale up and have 3 shows a week and 3 live streams a week. And I'm not sure we will roll that out this month, but it is possible that we will. So that's important for you to make sure you have the notification bell set up. But once we get on the schedule, you already know it'll be like the same time every day, and you'll be able to know what time we'll be live. It will be a scheduled stream. It won't be a out of the blue stream like some of the other ones I do. So we're working on that, and some of the energies and the feelings and things I'll say in a different day will be different, and some of the things we do in the shows will be different. It will not be exactly like this stream, but we will take some things we've learned from the stream, of course, and incorporate those to the other live streams. About other social media networks. Help me out, motivate me by following me on Instagram under Ohio Cannabis Live. Follow me on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and make sure you sign up. Follow me on Rumble. They're growing. I'm start putting more content on Rumble. I'm also on Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky under Ohio Cannabis Live. Find us on Facebook under OCL Live. Facebook.com/OCL Live, or just search Ohio Cannabis Live with no spaces, and it will take you right to us. So we got a mission here. The mission is to educate and inform the Ohio cannabis community and beyond about the laws that are going to get changed. And hopefully, these laws will be changed to our liking, not just whatever the state wants to do, but things that we can be proud of, you know. And, honestly, you know, we can be thankful that we have home grow. We can be thankful that we have 160 dispensaries open right now. We can be thankful that we're able to have cannabis events right now. We can be thankful that we can talk to each other through the internet and not worry about things we used to worry about when we first started this journey. I mean, that we have a platform, OhioCannabisLive.com, where we can go there and discuss what's going on in our industry and not worry about social media censorship. And so we're going to continue on to build. The Ohio Cannabis Expo is still going to happen. It did not happen this year. I'm hearing some confusion from people that they thought we were having one in November. I just want to clarify there has not been an Ohio Cannabis Expo this year, and it will not be one this year. It will be next year. The reason that we are not doing it till next year is because we realize in order for us to have a better turnout and a more successful expo, that we need to make sure that we have plenty of planning time and plenty of time to fundraise the funds to pay for all this stuff. So that Mastermind doesn't have to pay for it out of his pocket or have to get money from help from Mama Mastermind or somebody else. So we're doing things a little bit differently for the Ohio Cannabis Expo. So that's why we have not had one this year. But it hasn't went no way. It hasn't went anywhere. And went no way. It hasn't went anywhere. And we will still be eventually doing Ohio Cannabis Awards as well. Won't be a dinner. It'll just be the Ohio Cannabis Awards. and this will be a little bit different than what we did last year. So that also will be happening next year. It's simply because of the condition that I've had to fight this pancreas thing. We did not get enough time to do the other events that I want to do in 2025. So everything is being pushed back to 2026 as we will work to make it better, make it more inclusive, and cover up some more things. Captain Cream Toker says, remember, most people only agree with free speech when their opinions come out of their mouth. Those same people are against free speech when that opinion differs. I'd love to do the town hall, but I just messed up my foot worse than what I was and my neck from fall. I'm so sorry to hear that. Please take care of yourself. Just a little jelly, huh? Just a J, a little jelly, huh? I feel that. I find it hilarious when people ask for their press passes. I'm just going through y'all's comments. Oh, you playing in WVU and the alumni? I close the town. I choose the town hall. All right, all right. Nah, man, so many people are uninformed, obviously, from the videos. Thank you, Jimmy. People fear you. Is that right? Is that right, Lil Max? They afraid of you? Stay home if you're scared. Okay. Yeah, it's Friday. You already know. Right to film it, not to sell it. Okay. Okay. All right. So as we wrap today's show up, I'd like to ask a couple questions and get some answers in the comments. First of all, are you coming to the town hall tomorrow? Yes or no? Let me know. You'll be there. You won't be there. You won't hurt my feelings if you can't make it. I understand some people can't travel. Next question I want to know is that do you feel what the First Amendment auditors were doing is okay? Do you think they should be able to go and film dispensaries and consumers who are coming out of dispensaries and show their faces on their YouTube channel? Do you agree with that? Do you think people should be respectful when people don't want to be filmed? Tell me what you think in the comments. And how do you feel about medical cannabis patients not being permitted to purchase pre rolls that are infused? Meaning that if you're a medical cannabis patient, you have to pay extra and pay recreational sales tax, and you won't be able to use your internet discount either to buy pre rolls. Have you tried any of the Ohio pre rolls yet? Let me know. Let me know which one you had and was it good? Was it gas or trash? That in the comments. If you've tried one of these new infused pre rolls from the dispensary, I want to know. I have not purchased one, so I can't speak on it. I did enjoy the Sour Larry Cross pre roll I got from Buckeye Relief. It was pretty strong. Made me go back and buy a 2.8, a Sour Larry Cross. And what's for dinner? What's for dinner? How's that weather looking in your area? Is it partly cloudy with a little sun, mild temperatures, or is it muggy and hot there? How's your grass looking? Mine's looking mighty toasty. And we did get some rain while I was in the hospital, so my plants outside are still hanging in out there. So we're gonna have some sun-grown layer cake soon. If you're growing anything cool, let me know. By the way, my lemon cherry gelato is in flower. I'm getting ready to put ice cream cake and runts in flower, and I've got some offsprings of those plants. So I've got some lemon cherry gelato babies and some ice cream cake babies and some runts babies. I'm not saying anything else now because you can figure out the rest. You got a little granddaddy purple auto outside. Okay, okay. I'm assuming it's in flower by now. Grape rips and double baked cake. Yeah, that sounds good, man. That sounds really good. 007, huh? Okay. Just harvested lemon cherry gelato. Okay. How'd it turn out? Or is it still in? It's still drying. I got some layer cake. I gotta go and deal with. It's in my tent right now. It's dry. So I got some layer cake that I harvested. It's frosty, frosty. I got two plants that I've got that need to be cut down. I'm gonna cut them down tonight. They're both layer cakes. So I have three layer cake plants that I'm processing right now, as far as cutting them down and drying them out. Those numbers are the codes to get Mike Tyson on Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Ha ha ha. Nice. Funny enough, I have the layer cake going as well. Yo, it's right. Yeah, it's the layer cake. How's your layer cake doing, Rob? That's right. My guy got the layer cake. Is outside or is inside? Man, my buddy has got some super booth. They just went in the flower, and I wanted to get the cut of it so bad, and I could have cut it right before in the flower. I should have cut that sucker, and I just didn't feel like thinking I was gonna have anywhere to put it, so I decided not to do it. So as I wrap up today's show, I thank y'all for being here. As you can see, we are reaching more people than we could have possibly imagined. It's not for clicks and likes. It's not for fame or fortune, but it's to help people get the information, to make a difference, to build a legacy of community, unity, awareness, and education. It's about us coming together. It's about us having faith that someday our program will be better than it is right now. Earpiece almost fell out of my ear. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at right now. So again, I thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for all the support. And I will see some of y'all tomorrow. And I probably will see some of y'all tonight. I can't say anything else about that. That's top secret. But anyway, I will see y'all. Make sure you feel free to support the channel. Many of you already have. And I will see you all very soon on the next stream.